Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Mystery Box Function Challenge. So here is our purple mystery box, and we're going to put numbers in the top, and they're going to come out the bottom transformed in some way. And how they're transformed is what's going on inside this purple box. Your challenge is to figure out what that transformation is. It's in the form of a function, so if you can explain what the function is, you will master this challenge. You'll also get a chart of values you put in and values you get out, so you can kind of keep track of it as you go along. And those points will be mapped on this graph here, as long as they're between 10 and -10 on the X and the Y. So that might be a help for you too. There is a link in the description where you can get into this and try it out yourself. So you don't have to use the numbers I'm using to figure this out. And you may want to pause the video right now, give it a try, and see if you can come up with the answer first. All right, so the place to start for me usually is with the number 0. I like to see what a function is doing at 0. Now, let's see, in this case, it comes out 0. So 0 goes in, and what we get out is 0. All right, and let's try a +1. And we get out a +2. Okay, so it's doing something to that 1, maybe doubling it. It's not adding 2 because 0 plus 2 would have been 2. It's not adding 1 because 0 plus 1 would have been 1. So I don't think it's x plus 1. Might be f of x equals 2x. Let's try a -1 because sometimes functions behave differently on negative numbers. And a -1 gives us a -2. It does seem like it's maybe doubling. So I'm just multiplying by 2. And if we look at this, what we've got graphed so far, it does look like it's in the form of a line. The y-intercept would be at 0, and the slope looks like it goes up to and over 1. So if I had to guess right now, I would say this is probably the function f of x equals 2 times x. And that's the formula for that line, 2x plus 0, you could think of it as. I think before we commit to that, maybe we should try a couple other pieces. I mean, it's possible this is sometimes there are cubic functions that sort of look like a line if you just plot 3 points. But let's try some further out on the edges of the graph. So I'm going to put in well, let's put in a -5 and see what happens. That gives us a -10. If we put in a +5, we should get a +10 if we're right about the 2x. And we do get a +10 there. So at this point, I am pretty confident that we've got it. F of x equals 2x is what I'm going to say. I'm going to hit the reveal. Boom, we got it. F of x equals 2x. So we were simply doubling x. And when you do that, you make this line with this kind of steeper slope. If we can want to fill in the whole thing, we can hit the graph button. And there it is, f of x equals 2x. Well, how did that go for you? Did you see this quicker than I did? Probably you did. This one's not super, super hard. But let me know. I'd be interested to hear. And I hope to see you back for the next one. Thanks, everybody.